worship you. Guys, I'm full this morning. I've been sitting back there crying all morning long. But I'm crying about the goodness of Jesus and all that he done for me. Somebody say, shine me, oh God. Woo! Make me more like you. Anybody want to change? Shine me, oh God.
wonderful change that has come over our lives. If it had not been for the Lord, if it had not been for you, God, for your grace and mercy on our side, there would have been no change. God, we thank you. We thank you this morning, God. We thank you. We thank you, God, for the blood of Jesus that changed our lives. We thank you for grace and a bloody cross that changed our lives. For that we say thank you. Speak a word in here today, God. Speak a word in here, God, that somebody may be revived, somebody may be restored, somebody may be renewed, God. Speak a word from heaven. We need your mercy. We need your grace. We need your mercy. We can't do this thing without you, God. Somebody say, God, I invite you. I give you permission to get in my business right now. Get in my business right now. Now give God a get in my business praise. Come on. If you really mean it, let him get in your business. Come on. Let him invite him in. Invite him in. Keep standing for the reading of the word of God. Keep standing for the reading of the word. Galatians 6, verse 7. Galatians 6, verse 7 through 9. Galatians 6, verse 7 through 9. Galatians 6, verse 7 through 9. And for you that have devices or you have your Bible, I'm reading from the New King James Version. And it says, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. You can't fool God. God is not mocked. For whatever a man or a woman sows, that will he also reap. So if you sow love, you're going to reap love. But if you sow mess, oh, y'all don't want to talk to me this morning. You're going to reap mess. For he who sows to his flesh will of the flesh reap corruption. But he who sows to the Spirit will of the Spirit reap everlasting life. And verse 9 is where I want to lay my hat. And let us not grow weary while doing good. For in due season. For in due season. Oh my God. Anybody waiting on due season? In due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. Don't you faint. Don't you give up. I want to preach to you from the subject of this morning 3 simple words. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Don't you give up. God did not design you to give up. There has to be a fighter in you that won't let you give up the good fight. But in order to reap a harvest this morning, you must stop carrying so much weight. Some of us in here are carrying excess weight. And it's weighing you down. And look, can I tell you something? It really doesn't even matter. So some of the weight that you're carrying, that you're holding on to, some of the stuff that you're carrying, God said it don't even make no sense that you're carrying it. Come on, Deacon. Look at your neighbor and say, let that mess go. Turn to the other side. They didn't believe you. Say, let that mess. Let me put it to you like this. Let me put it to you like this. There's a story of two monks, and they were making a pilgrimage, their annual pilgrimage to honor one of their great saints. And on their journey, they came to a river, and the current was real swift. And along the journey, they met a beautiful young lady. And she looked like Reetha Butler. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. Y'all stay with me now. I hear you, Deacon Mike. Boy, you better blow that horn. That's right. She's a beautiful young lady. She had just gotten her hair done, and she had on her fine clothes, and she had to get across the river. But she was afraid to get to the other side of the river because she thought it would mess up her dress, and you know how our sisters love their hair. So she didn't want to mess up her hair, and she didn't want to mess up her clothes. And so she encountered these two monks, and she asked them, she said, can you brothers help me across the river because I'm just fabulous today. Can y'all help me across the river? So there was a younger monk and there was an older monk. Stay with me, older men. The younger brother just looked at it. He just looked up and down and he ain't even say nothing. But the older monk, he grabbed the young lady, put her on his shoulders and carried her through the water. Put her on the other side, came back, crossed the water, and they started walking on their journey again. And as they walked, the older monk, he just enjoyed the journey. See, some of y'all so busy that you can't even enjoy the journey. He's enjoying the journey when the younger monk had a problem with helping the lady across the river. So he looks at the other monk like he got a problem. And he said, brother, we are taught to avoid, the rules say, that we are not to touch another woman on this journey. You know you done violated the rules. You done violated the covenant. You violated the law. How do you expect us to be honored and men if we help this lady in our time of need? The older monk just kept walking. He said, let me tell you something, brother. He said, I picked her up, carried her across the river and sat on the other side. He said, you, my brother, are still carrying her. Y'all just missed that. Matter of fact, he said, I sat on the other side, but you're still carrying her in your mind. You're still carrying her in your heart. So while we going to the other side, you can't get to the other side because you carrying so much mess. You carrying so, oh, y'all ain't gonna say nothing to me. Y'all, you carrying so much hate that you can't get past the fact that we helped the lady get to the other side, and you can't reap your due season because you worried about what we did last year. Oh my God, I don't care how good last year was, you can't live in last year. I don't care how fine you was in 1985, you can't live in 1985. Baby, it's 2017. You better appreciate the season that you're in. Oh, do I have anybody that say, I thank you, Lord, for 2017? Oh yeah, I had it going on back in 2000, but I can't live in 2000. So I want to thank God for 2017. Is anybody happy about the 2017 grace and mercy that you have, and that you ain't gonna worry about stuff? Y'all ain't hear me. I'm not gonna worry about stuff that I don't have anymore. He got stuck on the other side of the river because he was so caught up in the laws and the bylaws and all this other foolishness that ain't gonna matter if you get into heaven or not. But God wanna say, God's gonna ask us, what did you do with the gifts that I gave you to carry? Oh my God. See, we worried about all different types of stuff, but are we really concerned about the person that's sitting next to us? Are we really concerned about their breakthrough? Are we really concerned about their deliverance? Are we really concerned about their sanity? Are we really concerned about their children? Are we really concerned? But when we come to church on Sunday morning, we got a hallelujah, we got a shout, but on Monday morning something changed. I wonder what changes between Sunday and Monday, where you can love me on Sunday, but you ain't got nothing for me on Monday. What are we carrying that's so heavy that can help me to allow my neighbor? Y'all ain't saying nothing in here, but I'm ready to put my mess down because I'm trying to go to heaven. Is there you, God. Thank you, God. What? I'm going to present this question to you. What are you carrying that's causing you to miss your due season? Ain't going to be long today. What are you carrying? Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, are you carrying anything in your backpack, in your pocketbook, in your wallet that's causing you to miss your due season? You better check it. What's in your backpack that's causing you to miss your due? Can I give you, God gave me 3 due seasons. Can I give them to you? It's real deep now. There's a due season, there's a due season, and then there's a due season. Y'all ain't ready for me this morning. Y'all ain't ready for me. I ain't gonna be long. The first season, Justin, is the due season. That's D-O. Somebody say D-O. That's the season when God has called you to do something. In other words, the word do means to carry out. But you can't carry out nothing because you carrying too much weight. Oh my God. Oh yeah. You can't do nothing because you're so busy sitting on gifts. You so top heavy, you got so much knowledge that you can't even let it get to your heart and love your neighbor as yourself. You know the 10 commandments, you know from Revelation to Genesis and Genesis to Revelation and everything in between. You can quote the Beatitudes, you know when Paul died, you know when he was born, you know when Jesus was born, you know when Jesus would die, but you still can't love the person sitting next to you. What are you carrying that's stopping you from loving your neighbor? What's stopping you from doing? D.O. What's stopping you from carrying out the assignment that God has charged you with? A charge to keep I have. A God to glorify. A charge to keep I have. I got to glorify God. I would rather glorify God than to glorify you. Because see, you might let me down. You might not hold me up when I get weak. But the God I serve, he'll hold me up late in the midnight hour. Can I get a witness up in here that God will hold you up, prop you up, lift you up? Now you ought to lift him up. If he has ever lifted you up, I guess he ain't ever lifted you up this morning. He woke you up this morning. He shook you up this morning. He propped you up. There's a new season. There's a new season. The due season, y'all ready for me this morning? The D-O season prepares you for the D-E-W season. Oh my God. Y'all, they ain't ready to go yet. They ain't ready. Because see, I'm going to get real deep on you up in here. See, before the D-E-W can fall on you, you got to do something. You ain't gonna get nothing sitting on your rusty dusty, but you got to do something. God says, I need to put some freshness on you, but you won't move nothing. I want to let it rain from heaven, but you stuck in yesterday. I ain't gonna rain on yesterday. I'm gonna rain on today, because I'm the same God that was yesterday, today, and forevermore. But if you don't do nothing, you ain't got nothing for God to rain on. Is there anybody in here that's ready for their due season? Let me start. I'm almost finished this one. Before the D-E-W can come, you got to do something. You got to D-O something. You got to carry out what God has assigned you. Watch this. Anybody ever seen the dew in the morning? Oh boy. You ever see the morning dew? The morning dew refreshes you from the night season. Oh God. Is there anybody in here that's ever been in a night season and you've been living off stale bread and you need something fresh? You need something new. You can't sit on that pew and act like God ain't never did nothing good to you, but you need some fresh manna. something fresh. Give me a fresh word. Give me a rhema word. I don't need nothing dead. Anything dead, it needs to be buried. But I serve a living God. Anybody in here serve a living God? I need a fresh praise. I need a fresh word. Don't give me nothing stale. Don't give me nothing trial. I need a fresh word from the Lord. Somebody say, anybody say, Lord, I need something fresh. Single ladies, single men, don't you get no stale man. Don't you get no stale woman. Don't get nobody with cobwebs in their ears, cotton balls in their mouth. Tell somebody, say, God, give me a fresh spouse. Give me a man that's working. Give me a man that's got some benefits. Better yet, give me a man that knows how to love you, God. Give me a woman that knows how to love you, God. Because when he knows how to love you, he'll know how to love me. Is there anybody? I did. I'm about to mess y'all up. Could it be you ain't got your freshness because you're dealing with stale stuff? Could it be you dealing with stale folk, but you want to be fresh, you want to be clean, you want to be sharp, but you still connected to some stale bread. You still connected to some stale manner. You still connected to some stale attitudes. You still connected to some stale stank attitudes. God can't bless you because you got stank attitude. God can't use you because you treat folk like mess. But if God would ever touch your heart, if he would ever touch your mind, something would happen on the inside. A change would come. I said a change would come. Has anybody ever felt the change of God that took that stale heart, took that stale mind? God threw it out and he gave me a fresh heart. Anybody thank God for their fresh heart and their fresh mind? And then, so when I do D-O, somebody say D-O. When I do what God has called me to do, then God can send the morning dew that refreshes me. Y'all ain't ready for this. Now it's time for me to get paid. That's the D-U-E. Because see, you can't get paid unless you work. Can I break it down to you like this? The word do means it satisfies a specific need in your life. That's what do really means. D-U-E. Somebody say D-U-E. Let me give it to you like this. For those of you that work, ain't retired yet, but you remember when you used to work? You used to work hard, and you was expecting something. Come payday. And you won't see me cut a fool mess with my money. If you want to see Butler act a real fool, I'm just saying, I'm saved, but don't fool with my money. Because I got a lady to take care of. I got children to take care of. I got family coming down from Maryland that I got to see about. I got to pay my tithes and offerings. Y'all ain't hearing me. Don't you fool with what's God's, because what's God belongs to God. And God will not be mocked. Whenever a man sow it, that shall he reap it. You can't fool God. You might be able to fool your neighbor, but you can't fool God. You might be able to fool yourself, but you can't fool Jesus. Is there anybody in here that ever tried Jesus? Oh, y'all must ain't tried Jesus. Is there anybody that's tried ain't racing against you. I'm going to stay right here. See, I just told my Achilles. So I got to stay right here. Because see, you can run all the way up there. Go ahead. You may get there first. But I'm going to get my crown. Because see, really, in heaven I already got my crown. Oh yeah. Check the book of life. I got my crown. And while you running, trying to keep up with the Joneses, you keep on running, trying to buy Bentleys and Benz and houses and cars. Ain't gonna be none of that in heaven. But in heaven, it's gonna be praising God. Holy, holy is his name. You ought to stand on your feet and give God some praise. Because I'm waiting on my payday. I'm waiting on my Jesus.
Hallelujah.
God told me to tell some of y'all, I'm about to give you revelation on when to let go and what to hold on to. I don't know who that's for. God says, if you receive this word, he said, I'm going to give you revelation on Negroes you need to let go and the blessings you need to keep in your life. Because what's happened is some of y'all have gotten so frustrated. You've held on to temporary people and made them permanent in your life when they were never meant to be permanent in the first place. God says this. God says, I can't deal with it because you won't let them go. I know this is too tight for some folk in here. God says, I can't deal with you because you won't let it go. Deacon Lynn said it. You got to let it go. Now watch this. I understand. I understand it hurts sometimes. But watch this. Ain't nothing going to make me miss my due season. Do you hear me? So if I got to walk in faith, I got to walk blind. I can't see where I'm going. I know I got somebody that will take my hand. I got some brothers that will hold my hand. They'll grab me when I'm weak. They'll lift me up. I got some folk praying for me. See, you got to know there are more for you than they are against you. God got folk that you don't even know of that's praying about you. God got folk that's interceding on your behalf. You don't even know their names, but they're lifting you up in prayer right now. So while you in here having a pity party, God has got somebody praying for you. You ought to stop having a pity party and begin to have a praise party. Y'all don't hear me. You ought to have a praise party. You ought to begin to thank God about it. Thank God about it. Because God said, I'm about to separate the sheep from the goat. And because now watch this, there's a difference between sheep and goats. If you cut a gut, anybody ever dealt with goats? You dealt with a goat. So you know that when you cut a goat, he'll beg for his life. He gonna make all kind of fuss. But when you get a sheep, he'll say, go ahead, do what you gotta do. When folk are trying to kill you, go ahead and tell them. Do what you gotta do. But let them know, you're not fighting against me. Because I'm in process to my due season. And since God is for me, doesn't matter who's trying to cut my throat or stab me. Y'all ain't saying nothing in here. God will know how to block the knife. He'll know how to cover your throat. Anybody in here, can I get a witness that God will cover you? You know what? A big word is hater. Everybody worry about their haters. Stop worrying about the haters. Listen, let me find. God gonna flip this. God says every time the hater try to curse you, they're gonna end up prophesying for you. So here's what the hater gonna do. Oh, you think you something because you got a little job. Yeah, I got a job. Oh, you think you something because you got a little house. Yeah, I got a house. See, every time it's increasing. Yeah, you got a car, you got a house, you got your health back, you got your, oh, she all happy. Look, I don't know why she praising God like that. I don't know why he clapping his hands, because I'm grateful. That's why I clap my hands. But you got to hold on. Repeat after me. Say, Lord, show me what to hold on to and what to let go. Jesus. Jesus. If you do that by faith, your life is about to change. Some people don't receive this word. But money ain't everything. See, some of y'all can't say nothing. Money won't help you. Money won't hold you in the bed at night. Money can't kiss you on the cheek, tell you that everything's going to be all right. Money can't heal you when you're sick. Can I get a witness? Money won't help you when you're losing your mind. Lose your mind, you don't even know how much money you got in the bank. But you got to hold on. Look at your neighbor and say, hold on, baby. It ain't over yet. Come on, look, come on, tell him, say, baby, preach to him. Say, baby, it ain't over yet. Come on, come on, tell him it ain't over yet. Come on, tell him it ain't, come on, prophesy to him. It's not over yet. Come on, it's not over yet. 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 Come on, you guys, it's not over yet. It's not over. Matter of fact, it's just beginning. It's not over yet. It's not. Come on, you gotta open up your mouth. It's not over yet. Ain't over. I know what folks say. It ain't over. Keep on holding on. Keep on holding on. Keep coming to church. Keep lifting up praises in your tears. Keep on giving God praise when it's hard. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you got to sacrifice a praise. Sometimes you got to cry in the midnight hour. Sometimes you got to know that weeping may endure for a night, but joy don't come. Hold on. Somebody say, hold on. You better hold on to your blessing. Hold on to your due season, your D-U-E, because you're about to get paid. You're about to get busy. What I'm saying is, this is a prophetic word. God gonna pay you so good, you're gonna say, God, I don't know how you did it, but I just thank you. I would have jumped out of my seat if I had saw if the man of God said, I don't know where money coming from. Goodness and mercy looking for you. Goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. And I'm looking for you. Looking for you. Mount Level, God is looking for us. Mount Level, God is looking for us. He's looking to see if we're going to carry out the assignment that he's given us. He said, if you carry out, I'm going to give you fresh stuff right in the middle of what you're going through. Do you hear me, Mount Level? This is just for the members. But the visitors, y'all going to get blessed just because you're here. God says, Mount Level, if you carry out the assignment that I've called you to in this season, he said, I'm about to give you some fresh stuff. Now watch this. He says, I'm going to pay you to the point where eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, or entered into the heart of man what God. Somebody say, say, God got my paycheck. Yeah, God. Now watch this. The banker is grace and mercy. The banker is grace and mercy. So when you're running low, grace said, I got this one. When you overstep your boundaries, mercy said, let me get this one. When you can't afford to pay the car now, grace say, I got this one. When you can't do it no more, mercy say, I got this one. Is there anybody that know about grace and mercy that they will step in? He may not show up on time, but he'll show up. God says, watch this. God told me to tell Mount Level, as your pastor, God says, Mount Level, you got a blank check. He says you got a blank check, and the only way you can cash it is if you use it by faith. God ain't ready for me. Remember this day, the 4th Sunday in October. God has given you a blank check. Grace and mercy is your banker. And faith says, I'm waiting to see what you're going to do. Watch this. Look, watch me now. I'm giving you an illustration. See, when you're about to, see, doubt gonna say, don't sign the check. But you got angels about to take off. They just like this. Angels say, go ahead and sign the check. Go ahead and get the job. Go ahead, I'm waiting on you. God is on your side. God is on your side. I'm waiting to release angels. You got to sign it. And once you sign it in faith, angels gonna come see about you. Angels are watching over. If you didn't get all of it, get this CD, because this is a prophetic word to Mount Level. But God says, I want to see you do, D-O, so I can send the do, D-E-W, so I can give you the do, your paycheck. There may be somebody under the sound of my voice up here today who says, Pastor, I've been waiting on my due season for a long time, but I ain't been doing nothing. Jesus ain't even my Savior. You say, I've been in church a long time. You can come to church all your life and not be saved. Can I get a witness in here? You can follow the church bylaws, but never give your heart to the Lord. All eyes are closed, all heads are bowed. I didn't even mean to preach like this. The Holy Ghost had his way. There may be somebody in here today.